and packing your supplies themselves. They haven't increased their prices on great long-term food reserves since last year. With the rising cost of raw materials and gas prices, they can't hold off any longer. As of July 1st, eFoods Direct is forced to increase their prices so they can still ship you the best storable food on the planet. Until the end of June, you can lock in the cost of your food at last year's prices by calling 800-409-5633. Your time is running out to build your supply with the best food on the planet at last year's prices with eFoods Direct. Call 800-409-5633. Prices go up at the end of June. Go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Calvin Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lungs system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lungs system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lungs system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lungs system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
Coming up in about 5-6 minutes and then your phone calls, Mayor Bloomberg remixes Al-Qaeda video to push gun control effort. We told you that'd be the new, over a year ago, the new thing that Al-Qaeda's going to attack grocery stores, shopping malls. We got to have telescreens saying spy. Got to have TSA everywhere. The terrorists, they're everywhere. But in every major case, the government is behind it. When they don't purely carry out the attack, they get lunatic morons on the planes, in the buildings, cook the bombs for them. It's all on record. But they're counting on you not paying attention. The criminal class has a plan. It's blow stuff up and take your rights in the name of protecting you. How do we break their will? We fondle their daughters and wives. We break the back of the American mail. We already put bisphenol A in all their products so that they become effeminate. And we have a plan for you. And it gives the women breast cancer even better for the New World Order. Look at them. They're so chemically poisoned they can't even get upset. They're mesmerized. It's all ours. Steal everything. Here's the plan. We steal trillions from them. And then when they give us the money, then we charge them interest on it. There's nothing these scum won't take. And that's their attitude. That's their view of you. So much fun. And again, all of you that serve the system, keep drinking the fluoride water. Take all the vaccines. Oh, drink out of the bisphenol A plastic. Just trust government. Do whatever it says. You are going to enjoy what you're helping. You think you're going to judge us and feed on us? You're going to be even more destroyed by your own system. And now you don't have to wait very long. The evil's growing. It's coming. What you asked for is now at the door, scratching. So open the door and prepare to meet your destiny. Because you're cowards. I'm not a coward. I know what it is. I face it. I resist it, but you that decide to serve it will now get what you want. Don't worry, everything you want will now be released upon you. All the soft kill, all the pain, the reactors blowing up, the fires, the earthquakes, the wars, the death, the pain, the humiliation. You want the abortions? You want the end of men? You want the end of families? All of it will now be yours. All of it. It's all just coming, decades of it, waiting and built. All your humiliation, all your pain, all of it's yours now. Enjoy it. Watch your sitcoms. Be weak. Be servile. Hell is coming. Oh, man, I tell you. Like a caged beast. I see it all around me. It's clear as day. History is clear. Common sense is clear. And to hear the news, now I hear it all over the news. If you have an opinion on what color to paint your house, it's a conspiracy theory. People that are concerned about the fires all over Los Alamos and all the radiation being released by the fires, they're being called conspiracy theorists. I just looked it up. Having any opinion, you do what you're told by scumbag government owned by foreign banks. You give them everything. You pay them all the carbon taxes. You roll over and die, and you will serve them, and you will love it, and you will enjoy it, and you will beg for it because it's our destiny. For the 50 million abortions and all the rest of the evil. The judgment of the West is here. The judgment of the world is here. It's only going to intensify. You conjured it. You want it. You want to live in denial. You're going to get it now. All right, I'm really angry about the TSA, as you can tell. And I want to break you out of your trance. It's not too late to turn this around, folks. But the future is coming. We're living in the present that was the future to come. Believe me. I can see it. It's there. A blind man could see this. A deaf man could see it. Somebody with their eyes gouged out, drugged behind a truck could see it. All right, I got to settle down. Just everything is a lie. You hear the news. It's like Greece is rioting because they have to pay their bills. Goldman Sachs put the president in, put the prime minister in. Not a president, prime minister. They put the finance minister in and openly, publicly had them sign on to fraudulent derivatives. They put their criminals in, loot the country, and then they take our tax money to give to the private banks and then say that the Greeks have to pay them back in perpetuity. And they've done all the calculations in Greece that they'll never get out of this, and it's designed to bankrupt them. And they're even cutting the cops' pay and everything, but still the cops just go out and defend the criminals because they're wearing suits and just run up to women and children and just, with a club. Blood. We love it. Cops dress up like anarchists, burn hotels because they got that uniform and they were hired because they wanted to be on a power trip just like the Nazis and the Soviets and everybody else, and they're going to deliver you straight to hell. And now they're getting ready to gobble up the rest of Europe and the United States and just trillions to criminal bankers every month. More. Always more. They've got an whole actuary set up, a whole phased-in, compartmentalized system to destroy all of society in post-industrial world and bankrupt you and have CPS grab your kids. Just absolute hell being released upon us. If you don't call Nazi Germany, Soviet Russia, Maoist China, Pol Pot's Cambodia, Fidel Castro's Cuba, all of the historical nightmares, Vlad the Impaler, the list goes on and on, all the nightmare that Mexico is, totally collapsing, all the evils, Kim Jong-il in North Korea, getting rid of universities for 10 months, putting even their ruling class minions out in the fields to work as the whole society collapses. CPS, take the children at birth, train them in government schools, total hell, same model they want for us here, smiling little demonic gibbering creatures, third generation scumbag royalty. That's all the Queen of England is generations that have survived longer than this guy. 3 generations of hereditary corruption. Okay, this is a rant. I got to stop. because the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have miles to go before I sleep. I got a lot of work to do today after the show. I got to finish. The studio's done. I got to finish developing the TV show and how we want to do it. I got to finish making all the calls and this and the everything else, and I got so much to do, and I'm not complaining. It's just, my God, we got to turn this around. My God, we got to wake up. Get me out of here. We don't need to repeat this. Please, people. Do you have any idea how much danger we're in? Do you have any historical idea? This is the most sickening tyranny I've ever studied that we're living in, and it's just getting rolling. It's just getting started. Do you know where this road leads? Do you have any idea the humiliation, the pain, the war, the revolution? They've got that whole plan, the insurrection against this. They're going to use that, call it terrorism, to bring in the foreign troops. It's so hellish. The millions of military and police that are going to die, it is going to make Iraq and other countries look like a joke. They plan it. They're not going to stop. They're going to start trying to stage terror attacks and blame them on domestic groups. And when they start trying to round people up, folks are going to break and not care anymore, and hell is going to be released. That's part of their plan as well. Do you understand how desperate this is? How real this is? The idiot TSA people, we now learn, are not as big an idiots as we were told. I want to go to your calls. They've been complaining for over 5 years. The scanners have been in for 8 in 5 airports, and they know they're dying of cancer, and the cancer rates are off the chart, and the government knows it and committed them to a death sentence, and now they're going in all the airports. That's who runs things, knowing it would kill you, knowing the dust it would kill you at WTC. Even when they did the CAT scans at major universities and showed their lungs were filled, the government called it a conspiracy theory. When we said Fukushima blew up and melted down, they called it a conspiracy theory. When we could see the reactor blow up and scientists got the isotope readings that only are created in massive atomic fission. It's 100% it happened. We were right again. They're now saying you're a conspiracy theorist if you're worried about Los Alamos blowing up. Okay. I want to bring Ted Anderson up for about 3 or 4 minutes to talk about what's happening in the economy right now. The Financial Times talking about the dollar losing its reserve. The globalists trying to come in with new rules, trying to block coming up July 15th. Is Ted, how does that affect you, the way that the big trading exchange says they're going to have to stop over-the-counter sales of gold? Does that affect what Midas Resources does?
Well, I mean, that's yet to be told. I mean, ICTA right now is in there lobbying for, obviously, anything that we can get back out of that deal. It just, this kind of stuff drives me crazy. You're talking about the Dodd-Frank bill, and quite literally, the way that it's written, it could become illegal to trade gold and silver physically completely. I don't think that's going to happen. Obviously, they pass these bills, and then.
But the Forex put out a press release a week ago saying that is what this does.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The Forex market is usually for trading currencies. I realize that you can do some things with gold and silver.
No, they wrote that in there. It's a huge power grab. They got to suppress it, but they're failing. Gold up $13 a day. Market watch. Gold, silver prices pop up on protective buying. On word of what's happening in Greece. Any other news for us, Ted?
Well, yeah, the CBO report came out, the long-term outlook, and. Again, I mean, if people would just read the government documents, they'd know what's coming to them. I mean, they're talking about before the end of this year, the national debt is going to rise from 40%, which it was in 2008, of the GDP, to 70% before the end of this year. We're talking about 70% of the gross domestic product here in the United States. I mean, that's how high it was way back right after World War II when we spent our way into that war. It's just amazing that we can watch this happen. Alex, if I could do anything right now, I would implant the passion that people will have for buying gold and silver this fall into the minds of people right now, because Here we're sitting at bargain basement low prices in gold and silver. I should refrain that from saying that. Qualify it a little bit, because we did have gold go up all the way to $1,514 an ounce today. It was at $1,509.70 at the low, and then we have silver went from $33 an ounce all the way up to $35.02.
Yeah, so but by bargain basement you mean gold, if you look at an 11-year graph, and silver only go up. They always have these little dips when they manipulate things, and it only retraces its previous gains and goes up because of global currency devaluation. And so you've bought gold and silver in the last few months at the lower price. Now that even though it's going up, you're able to pass it on at the older, lower price. Ted, tell folks briefly about today's special offers.
Well, the number one best offer I have right now, which is a $54 discount if you just bought these things straight out, and that would be for your 3 videos and also 3 silver dollars.